What happens when an average guy buys one Inferno X Booster Box? Sealed, no do-overs, no sponsorship, no free product, no 50 boxes stacked behind me, just one box, my money, and a lot of prayers. I paid full price for this, and nobody sent it to me. There's no discount code waiting for you at the end of this video. If this box is empty, you're going to watch it be empty. And I'm not reaching for a backup box off camera. What you're about to see is what actually happened one time to one guy with one budget. The question is, can an average collector actually pull anything good? Every time you watch someone ripping packs online, it feels like every box has something amazing inside. Hit after hit after hit, it stops looking like luck and starts looking like a guarantee. You've probably never seen a video called "I opened a box and pulled nothing." Nobody uploads that one. It doesn't get clipped. It doesn't get posted. The algorithm rewards the reveal, not the truth. So the reveal is all you ever see. The influencers scream, they celebrate, but for most collectors, opening a booster box is not just opening cards. This is a decision. This could have been money for utilities, food, savings, or something else entirely. It's not content budget, it's actual budget. When you watch a big creator pull a chase card, you're seeing the survivor. You don't see the hundreds of packs that came before it. And you don't see the boxes that got opened off camera because they were duds. You only see the one moment that was worth posting. They open 10 boxes at a time, and a lot of that product comes from sponsorships, store partnerships, free product, discounts. And when you open 10 boxes instead of one, the math changes completely. More chances means one bad box just gets buried under a good one. Now, I'm not saying that's not the dream, and I'm sure they worked hard to get there. I'm just pointing out that their odds are naturally higher and the risk is lower. For a normal collector, it doesn't work like that. If the box is bad, then that's that. So why even do it, if the odds are already stacked against the little guy? Here's the thing, if opening packs was only about money, nobody would do it. On a pure number basis, it barely ever makes sense. I like to believe that most of the time, it's still about nostalgia, collecting, and healing the inner kid who stood outside the glass counter of a card shop, doing math with allowance money he didn't have enough of. You remember that feeling, right? Standing there, nose almost on the glass, picking the one pack you could actually afford and putting the other three back. That kid didn't care about resale value. That kid just wanted to hold something with a dragon on it. In a lot of ways, this hobby is just that kid, grown up, finally able to say yes instead of putting the pack back. The value isn't only the card, it's the 10 seconds of excitement and suspense. It's the sound of the wrapper. It's that little flash of foil before you even know what it is. You don't get that buying the card off an app. You only get it from ripping it open yourself. 30 packs, 30 little lottery tickets wrapped in foil. I'm not going to make you sit through all 30 of these, one at a time. Nobody wants that, and honestly, neither do I. What I am going to show you is every hit, exactly as it happened. So if this box turns out to be bad, you'll know, because there won't be much here to show you. There's something about pack 1 that's scarier than it should be. Not because the odds are any different than pack 20, they're not, but because it sets the tone in your head. If it opens on nothing, you start praising yourself for this being a nothing box. That's the rhythm for most of it. Rip, fan it out, scan for that telltale shimmer, before your brain even catches up with what the card actually is. Somewhere around the last handful of packs, the math starts messing with your head. You start telling yourself, well, it hasn't shown up yet, so it has to be in one of these. That is not how probability works. I know that, I still think it every single time. If I'm honest, I'd already be thrilled just pulling the regular Mega Charizard EX. No special art needed. But if I'm dreaming, my actual chase card for this set is the SIR. The one with the pre-evolutions lined up in the background, Charmander and Charmeleon and Charizard watching the Mega take the spotlight. And I want to be clear about something. I'm not chasing this card because of what it's worth. I genuinely don't think or don't want to know the price while I'm filming this, because that number changes how it feels. I chase this card because it's a Charizard card. Anyone can open an app and buy this exact card in 30 seconds, but there's a difference between owning a card and pulling one. Buying it is a transaction. Pulling it is a story. I bought this and I pulled this myself are two completely different sentences, even describing the same piece of cardboard. Now, would this opening compete with some influencer ripping 10 boxes at once? Honestly, probably not. I'm not going to pretend this is a fair fight, but we're not really in it for the competition. We're in it for the experience. So I'm not counting this as a loss just because it doesn't stack up against the big channels. A loss would have been not opening it at all. So, can an average guy pull anything good from an Inferno X Booster Box? Maybe not every time. Maybe not like the people opening hundreds of boxes online, stacking hit after hit until none of it feels special anymore. But that limitation is exactly what makes the moment special. Because when someone with an unlimited supply pulls a chase card, it's content. Good content. I'm not knocking it. But it's one clip in a library full of thousands. When an average collector pulls it off, one box, with real money and no backup plan, it's a memory. That's the whole trade. They get volume, we get meaning. I know which one I'd rather have on the days it actually works out. If you want to see more openings from someone who isn't a professional collector, subscribe. Let's see how far an average guy can go.